Mm. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. I'd like to speak to you for a moment on idol worship. Idol worship. I spent a lot of time letting a different message come from my mouth. It's about the power of God and your relationship with God. I call you a child of God. Whether you like it or not, you exist by the power of God. And I also try to remind you that no child of God is any more special than another child of God. And that if you were going to give any credibility to anything that might indicate a little bit of specialness, it would go to that one or those who recognize their relationship with God and who gave of themselves to represent God. Outside of that, there is no difference in any human being on earth. Yet, history teaches us that thought, for some strange reason, has been put aside. That for the purpose of division, for the purpose of conquering, another thought has been championed. And that thought is that there are those that are special, that there are those who are more important, more deserving, and smarter than the rest of the world. And one of those groups, should I say, one of them, just one of, there are many, but one of them is called the king and the queen and that dynasty. And I speak of that this morning because they say Prince somebody got married. And every TV station that is recognized throughout the USA as being the stations, as ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox, are all highlighting this particular wedding, sitting there talking about the queen, talking about the king, talking about Diana, talking about the prince, talking about the lady, as if they're special. And the whole of America, somewhere watching television, want to see this and want to see that. Oh, that dress that she's wearing, how her hair is, who's walking with her down the aisle, the ring she has on, the I mean, can you believe it? There are millions of people who get married every year. You don't hear about them. I don't hear about them. They have children every day. I don't hear about them. You don't hear about them. But this particular group, oh, she's going to be pregnant. What will it be, a boy or girl? What will his position be? What would her position be? That's a continuation of practice of bondage. No wonder it's so hard for you to understand when someone, as myself, come to you and say that you are important, that you are just as important, and that you are not to be a slave to anyone except a slave to your love for every individual on the face of the earth, which means that this kingdom over there that has been robbing people ever since its existence, who has put more money and more capital and wealth in the hands of this dynasty than most of all the people on the face of the earth. That they have castles that are not even being used, they're just sitting there, and you honor that. You get chill bumps over that. I even heard Robin Roberts of Good Morning America say that when she was over with George Bush some time ago, and the Queen was in their presence, and I believe she said it was about greeting or something, and she almost froze. She didn't know what to do, couldn't do anything. Now, how can people like that, who think like that, and they all think like that, I even heard somebody say it was a girl's thing. But if you think like that, how can you ever be free? How can you ever demand the bounty of life that has been designed and given to you? How can you ever say this is ours when you hold such esteem for certain people? Yes, you were taught that. But if you're going to be free, you're going to have to stop acting like that. I mean, can you imagine yourself trying to be free and you got all the things in life you want, and all of a sudden here comes a so-called king, or a so-called queen, or a so-called princess, or so-called prince, and you so excited you can't move, you're paralyzed at what they represent? You don't do that for God. You don't do that for Jesus. You don't do that for me. And yet, this is what we call idol worship, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to throw that out there to you just a little bit, to just maybe get some of your attention. Someone probably will get something out of it. But I want to tell you, to be free, you got to stop doing stuff like that. Nobody is more important than you, and you are no more important than anyone else. Thank you.